was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Prepare ship for light speed!
No, light speed is too slow.
Light speed too slow? Prepare ship for ludicrous speed! Fasten all seatbelts! Seal all entrances and exits! Close all shops in the mall!
Now hear this! Ludicrous speed!
Sir, hadn't you better buckle up?
Now buckle this! My brains are going into my feet! Bullshit! Just stop this thing! I order you! Smoke if you got 'em.
Titus, I'm bored.
It's all in the reflexes. He's back. Good morning, Valhalla. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to the round of applause from everybody. Oh my God. Wow.
After last week, people were like, did he quit, Loki? Is he done? Is he coming back?
No.
Are we ever going to see Zeropium again?
Some of you were probably like, oh, right. No, last week, as you may or may not know, my schedule changed. So Monday morning kind of got away from me. I did text Loki that morning saying, yeah, I'm either going to be late or not be there at all. So just a heads up, judging by how last week went, that may or may not be a reoccurring occurrence. I don't know. I'm going to have to play it by ear, but last week was a mess. But we're here now, so let's enjoy it.
Let's enjoy it and have some fun this morning. Good morning, everybody. I see everybody coming down in chat. Thank you so very much for being here. What's up, Tommy? Guys, if you haven't checked out Vinny and Tommy over on Vinny's channel, check them out. Absolutely wonderful. They do toy stuff. They hang out. They talk toys. They have a great time. Tommy's such a great guy. We got Southern Biking in the house saying, good morning, Valhalla. Good morning, Southern Biking. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Good to see you. Penny, what's up, Penny? Walter Tomascu is here. Claude Salin is here. Snorter Poopers Cooper, my favorite polar bear on YouTube, is here. Classic Comics in the house. How are you doing, brother? It is good to see you. I've still got to send you something, man. There's so much bullshit I've been juggling. I will be sending that. I promise. God help me. I'm just juggling 20 million things at once. And I got to get you something out. I got to get 24/7 something out too and get it to him. So it is on the way. Scott Westbrook in the house. What's up? And he gave 5 Stone Cold Loki memberships away. Vicky Bear got a membership. Drunk 3PO received a membership. Tired Mark received a membership. Manolo Rivera received a membership. Nearsighted Cyclops received a membership. Thank you so very much, brother Scott, for that generous 5 members. Dude, thank you. Making people happy, getting them cool stuff. I've got a really cool announcement to make about something I'm planning on doing that holy shit, it's gonna be cool. There will be jackets in the future. There will be some very nice Sons of Odin Loki jackets that are going to be coming that you can order directly from me eventually once I make sure I have enough of them. They only come in one size though, so just remember, if you get one and you're like, Loki, it's too big, well, that's the only size they come in. So
Grow into it, get swole.
But they're fleece lined and they're like they're extra large. Jack, they're like a hoodie jacket, but they're fleece lined. They're black. They've got Sons of Odin, like a patch, like a biker patch on the back. They say biking on the side. Really, really cool. Camouflage sleeves. Almost looks like a damn Letterman jacket. So I was like, holy shit, those are badass. I love those.
Sounds badass. My beard isn't thick enough to wear one though.
No,
that's all right.
You got to grow it out. You got to.
I can't.
It just grow out of control.
It gets too itchy and it bothers me. I shaved like 2 or 3 days ago, and this is already starting to irritate me. And all it is scruff.
You could have said you shaved this morning and been like, "This is my 2 a.m. shadow."
Yeah, this is it. This is my 2 a.m. shadow.
Mr. Dan Funk in the house with the $5 super chat says, good morning, Loki and Zero. It was a great weekend. Hell yeah, it was for us too. We got out of here. We did our own thing. We hung out. We had a great Valentine's Day. Took my lady out to dinner. Got her a couple of dozen black roses that she absolutely adores in like a black urn vase. That is really cool. That she was sitting there trimming them. She's like, I feel like Morticia Adams. I said, well, that's the whole point, babe. So thank you so very much, Mr. Funk. So glad you had a good weekend. Thank you, Scott Westbrook. This one is just for you, gentlemen. Skull! Yeah! What I'm talking about. We've got Chronos here this morning, shaming and trimming is annoying. I got you, bro.
It can be, yeah.
I got you. Jill Powers, the River Daughter, here wrenching with us along with Project Storytime. I almost dead named him. Holy shit. I didn't mean to do that.
Whoops.
Good morning, my friend. I don't see Jedi here, but Jedi's been kind of under the weather lately. So, guys, keep your thoughts on Jedi Master. He's a good guy. He's a really, really good guy. Kicks some butt, takes some names, doesn't put up with shit. Shockwave bought me a bouquet of flowers when he came home from work yesterday. That's so sweet.
That's
so sweet. Hopefully everybody had a good Valentine's Day. If you spend it alone, I get it. You know, if you're like, Loki, I bought my own fucking chocolate. Fuck them. I understand. I get it.
Man,
I'm that.
At least somebody got chocolate. I didn't get jack and or shit.
Hey, it's better. Hey, nothing is better than a Yankee candle.
I knew. I absolutely knew. As soon as Valentine's Day was mentioned, I knew that was gonna come out.
It never ends. It never ends.
It never ends because this guy won't let it die.
How many years have I been bugging you? You're like,
oh my
I should have
God.
never told him about that damn
well,
candle.
when did that happen when I was dating that psycho bitch?
8
Jesus.
years ago, 9 years ago, 10?
I think as of this year, it'll be this coming November when my birthday was. I think it'll be 10 years since the Yankee Candle incident.
10
Holy
years.
shit.
So for 10 years, I've been busting his balls about this shit getting him a Yankee Candle.
And aside from those couple years, I got smart and snuck off and went into hiding.
That's right. He's like, screw you, Loki, I'm going home.
No, I didn't say that.
He did.
Life kind of got in the way of everybody we used to hang out with.
Life finds a way.
Life found a way. Yes.
Bring the Yankee Candle back.
No, the Yankee Candle stayed dead and buried. I didn't. You know what's funny? I mean, I was a nice enough boyfriend at the time. I used the candle, but I mean, shit. It came in a really nice glass jar. I'm not going to deny that. But by the time the candle was gone, her and I were no longer a thing. So I was so bitter, I didn't even recycle the jar. I threw it straight into the trash can. It's like, fuck that bitch.
Uh-huh.
Sorry for your first F-bomb of the morning.
Oh, well, we started with an F-bomb, so.
All right.
So have you, we're going to talk games for a minute, guys. So we'll eventually go back to a different topic, but we're going to talk games because I've got to ask you this. You're not one of those FERT nerders, are you?
No. My total playtime of FERT nerd probably equates to about 10 minutes. My nephews, my 3 nephews used to be big into it years ago. So they were trying to get their cool gamer uncle to play some Fortnite with them. And I did for a little while. And then I just was like, all right, you guys have at it. This isn't for me.
Does anybody out there play FERT? Anybody out there? Raise your hand. Do you play FERT? I don't play FERT. I'm not a FERT nerder. But I'm not digging on anybody that does play it. So if you like playing FERT, more power to you. I've tried a couple of times. A couple of people I know are really into the FERT, the fork knife, whatever it is. Fortnite, fork knife, FERT, whatever you want to call it.
Fork and knife.
Do you know, Ironcaster says new Power Ranger skins are coming. Do you know what a battle pass is?
Well, I mean, is it the same kind of battle pass that's in every games as a service thing that comes out this day and age?
Games as a service. Okay, that's the thing here. we've got to talk about games as a service, right? So yes, you pay a fee and you have like an unlock track where as you're playing, you unlock things, but you got to play more and more and more to get the shit you want. So let's say in Fortnite, the big thing is like, oh, well, you're going to get Power Ranger skins, right? Well, Tommy's Green Ranger skin might be like the last thing you get because, you know, you got to work your way up to that. So you get a couple different Power Ranger skins. You might get some battle pass. Sounds like a pay to fight. Okay, but the game's free, right? The game's free. So you don't actually have to pay for the game. You just download the game, play the game. Almost all of these play as a service games are like that, right? You option in the ability to buy skins or to get a battle pass.
And okay. I mean, there's a right way and a wrong way to do that too. Because I mean, Loki and I have played many a free to play game in our time, you know. So I mean, obviously, when you have a company that's doing free to play games, there has to be a source of income. So I can understand the point of if it's free to play, sell some skins, sell some, you know, whatever you want to do to get a little bit of cash rolling in. I get that. I totally get that.
I'm right there with you. Happy. I just don't get it. Okay. Now, what if you had to pay $150 to play Fortnite? And then on top of that, you had to pay so much money every few months to be a part of this battle pass and unlock shit. And what if you already paid for the skins? You just can't have them. You actually have to like go and grind even though you've already paid for them.
Sounds like a ripoff to me.
Well, there is a game out there that I know you know about because I know about it. And I know you played previous versions of it. I don't know how much you've heard about this. WWE 2K26 will be out next month.
Oh man. You know, I haven't played a WWE game or a 2K version of one for nigh on maybe 10 years. The last one I got, I think, was 16 or something with Austin on the cover until I got 2K25, which, you know, after not playing for 10 years, I didn't think it was that bad. But I got the Dead Man edition because I thought, all right, it comes with, you know, a few things I can make use of. And
yes.
honestly, I got a lot of play time out of it. So I felt like I got my money's worth. I didn't buy that $200 Bloodline edition.
Well, it's not that the Bloodline's 120. So to clarify, ladies and gentlemen, it's like 120. It might be 129.99. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, the Bloodline edition to get everything, which you don't really get everything anymore.
Yeah. The Bloodline edition. The Bloodline edition over here, I think, was close to more like $179.
Oh yeah, Canadian. I forgot about the Canadian, you know.
So imagine my surprise when I see all the adverts come out for 2K26 and they've already got what, 3 different versions of it. Pre-order now. 4 different versions.
Okay.
And
so you've got
the most I was gonna say the most expensive version I've seen thus far over here is almost exactly $200.
Okay, that's the Monday Night Wars or the Attitude Era, whatever it is. Okay, so get a load of this. You've got the base edition, which has CM Punk on the cover. That is $70 US, so $69.99. You've got the King of Kings edition, which is you get one season of the Battle Pass, and you get a special Triple H, and you get a special Stephanie McMahon. Okay, plus you get some extra BC or whatever. The Monday Night Wars edition, you get Rowdy Piper, you get a couple of different things. That's $129.99. And then there is the Monday Night Wars or the Attitude Era. So you get the Attitude Era, which is $150. You get 6 people for the like last 2. You get 3 people each for the last 2. So you get like DX, Triple H and Shawn Michaels along with China, and you get like WCW Roddy Piper and some other shit with the Monday Night Wars pack, right? So that's $150. Now, if you buy the most expensive version, you get 6 total battle passes, but you don't get your DLC characters. So in all, just to explain this, in all the previous versions of this game, if you bought the most expensive edition, you immediately unlocked everything that they were going to let you unlock. And you got your wrestlers when they came out. You got extra wrestlers, all right, over the course of a year. And those automatically unlocked and just went into your game the day they came out. Now, not only do you have to pay for those DLC characters, you don't get them when it unlocks. You have to play through a season of bullshit and grind XP to get the wrestlers that you paid for to unlock.
Yeah.
And you're paying $150 for that. What about the pass thing that lets you skip over, like the supercharger pass or whatever? All that's gone. So you don't automatically unlock all your shit. You have to grind through everything each season to get the characters that you paid for.
Sounded great. So they're essentially just double dipping us, making us pay twice.
And yes, you can buy a token to unlock things.
Oh boy. Yeah, just when I think I wasn't ready for game retirement already. Holy shit, they just keep giving me another reason to say F all of this. I'm done.
Have you used Terry Funk in 2K25?
Sorry, Dan Funk. I was waiting to sneak this in, but we ramble on forever. I don't think, aside from maybe, we're going back a ways. I haven't used Terry Funk in any 2K games. No. The last time I used Terry Funk was probably in that game. What the hell was it called? It had like all the old school guys. Was it like Legends of Wrestling?
Legends
or
of
something
Wrestling.
like that? Yeah. Yeah. That was probably one and only time I used Terry Funk. I always liked Terry Funk, but I never really went out of the way to use his likeness in a video game.
Well, if you want to use Terry Funk now, you have to pay for him and then earn him.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't know. WWE seems really like delusional to think that, hey, we're gonna sell you a game and we're gonna sell you this stuff, but you've got to do all this extra shit, even though you already paid for. And there'll be other stuff. Like in 25, there's shit locked behind that. What is that stupid game?
The island
mode. Not just the island, but the other one. The cards where you have the cards.
Oh, the My Faction stuff.
My Faction. Yeah. Okay. So they want you to pay like $20, $30 to unlock a skin. They're like My Designer cards or whatever. I don't know, but they're in the My Faction thing. And there's like a persona. That's what they're called. They're called persona cards. So imagine if you wanted like Bret Hart 1986, right? You'd have to go and you'd have to pay like 30 or 40 bucks for that one card to unlock Bret Hart 86. Or you'd have to spend a giant, like a whole week grinding your ass off trying to get to something to unlock him without doing that. The amount of time you're looking at to do that, you'd have to spend like a whole week devoting your time to one game to unlock one damn card. Nobody does that. They end up buying them.
It's insane. Yeah, and all the whales out there will just, go and pay it out the ass for it. But I mean, it still works like loot box mechanic. You're buying card packs. It's like Madden Ultimate Team or whatever they do FIFA. Like this is a 2K thing through and through. And
they will still be doing that. They will still be doing that. A lot of people said, "Oh, this is going to take the place of the My Faction thing, and you can unlock it." And they were like, "Oh no, there'll still be stuff that's locked in My Faction, just to My Faction, and there's stuff that'll be in the Battle Pass that's locked just to the Battle Pass, and there'll be stuff in World Tour and in the show mode and all that bullshit that's locked behind. So basically, you have to play every aspect of this game and devote a giant amount of time to unlocking all of its bullshit before it goes offline. Because 23, I think it's 23. Yeah, 23 or 24 just got delisted because it's been 2 years since it's been out. So you can't buy the game, you can't buy the DLC, you can't buy anything for it. And the servers have been taken offline. So if you do own it, you can't unlock anything. You're fucked.
Yep.
So even if you even if you found a way to get the game and get the DLC, nothing else is unlockable because you're fucking locked out because it can't talk to the server. What's going to happen in this new game mode where you've got all this stuff that you have to go in and unlock? When you get it, if like, let's say you have a redemption code, right? It's been 2 years. You go in, you'd redeem it. You go in. The seasons aren't there because you can't talk to home base because the servers are gone. So you can't unlock anything. So all that DLC now becomes worthless because there's no way to unlock it because you're just screwed. How the hell does that? I don't know. I saw this and I was reading and I was like, there's no freaking way that this is how they're gonna do this. But I'm wrong. This is exactly how they're going to do it. Bro, I miss how we did costumes. And this is the thing. Happy, I completely agree with you. I would not mind grinding if that was the way we unlocked shit. Okay? If that was it. Okay, we get the game for $70. We play our asses out. We grind. We unlock. We do what we need to do to unlock shit and play shit. But you have to pay for it too. So you're paying for DLC that you then got to go and grind to unlock. This is beyond fucked up. Someone mentioned Dead or Alive earlier. Imagine if you had to pay thousands of dollars to get the costumes in Dead or Alive, and then you had to spend like 300 hours unlocking them. I don't mind grinding and unlocking the costumes like we used to have to do back in the day. In fact, I love that. I was like, ooh, I'm going to grind and I'm going to get a perfect run and I'm going to unlock that Amika fucking outfit where she's got like the cherry blossoms and shit in Dead or Alive. I don't mind doing that at all. What I mind is I've got to pay for that and then I've got to spend 100 hours unlocking it.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. As a gamer, I'm just like, take it. I don't want it.
I can't. Yeah, and you know, I only speak for myself, but I can't do it anymore either. Who's got time for that? And who's got the time and the willpower to sit there and grind? Let alone if the game isn't even that good, and you're just grinding like it's a second job. Who the hell wants to come home from work and try to relax, pop a game into your console, and then start working a second job? Nobody likes that, unless you're a sadist.
I like my American Pie. Mama, Miss American Pie. Yeah. Anyway.
It's good stuff. Yeah.
Not
but
Canadian
nobody
Pie.
wants that. And
American
that's
Pie.
why
America.
I don't even know what Canadian Pie is. I don't know if we have a version of it up here.
It's maple leaves and Canadian bacon in a pie.
Maple leaves and Canadian bacon. Sounds crusty. But I mean, like, who wants to do that? Who wants to grind? Well, if you don't want to grind, I guess you might as well pay. And you can look on the internet all over the place. You watch trailers drop on the internet, you go right to the comments like I do and say, "No, vote with your wallet, guys. This is a shitty practice. We don't have to pay for this if we don't want it." But you know what? There's still going to be people out there that do it. They're still going to make bank on these things because 2K just turned into whatever the hell they are now. And WWE sitting over there on the sidelines, rubbing their hands together, going, yeah, they're going to make us some money.
Oh, yeah.
They
It's
don't
almost
care.
as bad as tickets. Someone was like, "Oh, WWF or WWE is coming to Houston, Loki." I'm like, "Fucking, I don't care. Why not?" Because you go and look at the damn prices, and you're like, wait a minute. Raptor seats are $5,000.
Jesus.
What the shit is that?
They had well, I mean, you're outsourcing the families. It's not recreational activities for families and fans anymore. It's recreational activities for, you know, corporations, consumerism, all that kind of shit. Bring in the head honchos from everybody, bring in their friends, and they had a Monday Night Raw up in Toronto, what, a week or two ago here, and a friend of mine, her relative, one of the relatives or grandchildren or something, went with his, I think, mom and dad or whatever, and they got seats somewhere around the mid range or up further up. I forget how far back they were, but I want to say individually those tickets were somewhere between maybe $400 to $500 for upper mid tier seats,
Yeah.
like mid tier seats. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
So did you ever see the one dead man show? Did you ever get to see that before it killed it?
No, is he not doing that anymore?
Oh
His
no,
tour
it's
show?
it's completely changed. So here's the thing, right? Undertaker, Mark Calloway, the guy.
Are you talking about his tour show or his podcast?
His tour show?
Okay, no, I
So
never.
his
I never saw
tour
it.
show was called the One Dead Man Show. Okay, that no longer exists and has been incorporated with the 6 Feet Under podcast. Okay, so he no longer does the One Dead Man Show because he went back to work. He is an actual employee of WWE again, full time with his wife Michelle. Who I'll just say
owns his
Michelle,
ass?
right? Who owns his ass? I'm not kidding.
Yep.
But when we went, this was before he made the deal to come back and to be a part of the WWE and work for Paul and them. He had a really great show. Me and Eris went to see it. The tickets were like 100 and change, right? We paid for parking. We had really good seats though, really good floor seats, like maybe 10 feet from Taker, where he's walking around and talking. We had a great time. Absolutely wonderful. He talked about stuff. He, was like, if I was still part of the WWE, they would not want me talking about this. So that's why we don't have cameras and all that shit around and because he's going to tell you stories about shit that happened, right? He does not do that anymore. He does the podcasting in front of a live audience. So him and Michelle go out instead of it just being him, because we never saw Michelle. And hanging out and drinking with people, because he'd literally drink. He'd invite you up. He'd be like, "Hey, you, that my title belt? Come up here, have a drink with me and talk." And then he'd do shots with people.
As long as it's not that Bud Light shit.
That's right. He was doing shots. He was doing shots of whiskey, and he gargled, which I was like, "Why is he gargling?" I didn't know the whole thing. Anyway, I didn't know the story behind the gargling. He didn't talk about it. It was really cool. We probably spent in total, probably like close to $1,000, but we got a bunch of stuff. Eris got collectibles. We got a belt. We got an Undertaker, like 30-year, the Eagle belt, right? But it's all like Undertakered out. Pretty cool. We had a good time. That's gone. It's just gone. And it's been replaced by this thing that, and that's just it. The games are the same way, and I'm at my. I don't watch the show anymore. There's like things I'll keep track of, but it's not the same. It's not the same shit. And anybody who falls for this, like, oh, the game's the Attitude Era, what? Because you get 6 fucking people unlocked that were unlocked in the last game. You get a special 98 version of Piper that was unlocked in the last game. You get, or that wasn't in the last game, but you got a Roddy Piper in the last game. You get a DX Triple H, which was in the last game, a DX Shawn Michaels, which was in the last game. You get a DX China. It's like, yes, Goldberg's back in the game, but I'm just like, okay, if you're gonna have a Monday Night Wars or an Attitude Era edition, wouldn't you have a lot of the people that were there instead of 3 from WCW and 3 from WWE? What?
You would you would think so, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
99 Rock or some shit. He's the Rock
Oh,
with
yeah.
the fucking like silk shirt that's open with the glasses and the eyebrow.
Which I'm pretty sure that version of Rock, along with 03 Rock, like, you know, Hollywood Rock and all that other shit. There's been what, 2, 3, 4 different versions of Rock in every single game that's come out every
Well, dude,
single year.
I was counting how many fucking Cenas there were on the last one I played. I'm like, look at this. There's 1, 2, there's Super Cena, there's
Mhm.
OG Cena with the stupid spinner bullshit where he came out with like a giant clock on his chest and he's like, and I'm like,
Basic
what the shit is
thugonomics.
that?
Yep.
There's like a Cena for every year. There's like lines of Cenas, and I'm like, why the hell is there 20 different Cenas in this game when they could have done? Oh,
It was the whole friggin' C Nation.
it was the C Nation.
God.
Now they're going to do that with Punk. So I've already seen like 5 different versions of Punk that are going to be in the game. There's rumors that there will be more Punk. Shouldn't Rock be expecting every WWE? He owns a lot of WWE stock. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, probably.
Pretty much. I don't know. Anyway,
It's
we
too
spent 30
much.
minutes talking about fucking wrestling, a wrestling game.
A
Now, this
wrestling game.
is coming out in 2 days. So this will be out Thursday, I think. Star Trek
Whatever
Voyager, Into the
day.
Unknown. I played the demo. I am very, very excited. Someone was like, Loki, it won't be the same without all the voice actors there. You're gonna get mission logs from Tuvok. You're gonna get mission logs from Paris. No, it's not. There's not gonna be like everybody voiced. You have to understand something. This is like a 300 to 400 hour game where you are going to start, and you're gonna love this, Zero. Where you start in the Alpha Quadrant, you get pulled into the Delta Quadrant, and you have to make your way all the way back home. So you're basically playing 7 years of the show in a game. This is going to take you a long time. This is not an easy feat. However, in the demo, I made it back to the Alpha Quadrant by sacrificing the Maquis crew and its ship for the good of Voyager and my crew. I made it back to the Alpha Quadrant. You have like so many a percent of chance if you fuck over Chakotay and the Maquis to get back home, right? And I was like, this is brilliant. You can beat the game at the beginning of the game by just going, you know what? Screw the caretaker. Hey, I'm going back. Even Milana was like, we have to go back. And I'm like,
we don't.
And I'm like, you do know that I'm going to sacrifice you to get back.
Or else I'll order this ship to self-destruct. So the whole thing, first of all, I didn't know it was. I didn't know it was going to be that long.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a long ass game.
So it's kind of like you're playing it out your own way. So I mean, ideally, it's kind of like a lot of what if scenarios as you try to venture your way back towards the Alpha Quadrant. Is that semi-accurate?
Yes. So you can lose crew. You can get stuck with Tuvix. Yes, that is actually one of the things in the game. Like,
my God,
we're not badass enough to reverse the effects of Tuvok and Neelix becoming one being. So we're just going to leave them that way. Or you could kill them both trying to separate them. There's all kinds of what ifs. One of the beautiful what ifs I saw though was 7 of 9 never being unborgified. So you've got 7 of 9 in her alcove with a whole bunch of other Borg, and you're like, go to their ship, take their shit, bring it back. Right. And I was like, okay, I think this is cool. I'm liking this idea. I'm getting excited. How much do you think this game is going to cost? Do you think it's going to be $70? Do you think it's going to be $100? Do you think it's going to be $150 like WWE? No, it's $50 if you get the expanded shit that comes with it. It's not even that. It's like 30 something if you just get the base game. So you pay a little bit more and you get some extra missions, extra technology, and extra cool shit to that you didn't have. So you get extra crew, you get like some unlockable cool shit, right?
you get what were they called in Stowe? White common duty officers. You just sacrifice to build your star base.
But you've got heroes that you can put in different areas of the ship. So you can take 709 and put her down in the astrometrics lab. You can take Balana and throw her ass in engineering. That is someone I do plan to get rid of too. Is Balana Toys.
Take that, you banana pancake waffle eating bastard.
You can keep Seska, the Cardassian chick. You don't have to get rid of her.
Oh my God.
You could take over the ship with Chakotay and the Maquis crew. There's all kinds of cool shit you can do in your playthrough to decide how you want to get back home and who you want to get rid of or keep around while you do that. Janeway is also on the chopping block, so you can get rid of Janeway.
Uh-oh. Take that for violating the Prime Directive, you coffee-loving bitch. I was going to say...
Take care. Happy Dino.
See a happy Dino. I did watch a couple of the trailers that came out for it in recent weeks, and it was a pretty decent price. I didn't really understand what the concept of it was, because honestly,
you control the ship, you control the crew. The combat is kind of like Starfleet Command or whatever it was back in the day, where you like control your ship, and it's got the combat is pretty straightforward. You tell your crew what to do, and they do it. You sit back and you watch them kick ass and take names. If you have more than one phaser array, you can fire your phasers twice, boton torpedo arrays, all kinds of cool shit that you can control as you're doing combat. But a lot of it is going to be choice. Yes, you can get in combat if you just run into somebody while you're going out and exploring. And again, this comes out in like 2 days. This comes out on the 18th. So
yeah, I was kind of surprised because I didn't know it was coming out. Because I mean, realistically, with as dead as Star Trek has been, it's not a whole lot of faith in the community for a brand new intellectual property to come out to kind of not necessarily expand the Star Trek universe, but to bring some people maybe back in, put a little money into it, have some enjoyment. So I was kind of surprised when I saw the announcement for this thing, and then the release trailer for it. Again, like I said, I didn't really understand what the concept of it was. It looked interesting. And then I saw the price, and even up here, it was somewhere around like $45 to $50. And I'm thinking, it's not bad. I hope there's a good way to get your money's worth. So, I mean, for $45 to $50 for something that Loki says you can put hundreds of hours into
and play through different ways every single time. Yeah. Hey, I'm going on an adventure, guys. I'm checking out. I'm going on an adventure. I'm going to get rid of the coffee drinking captain as soon as possible. Put Chakotay in charge and kick some ass and take some names. So
I'll keep Tuvok around just because I want to see him make that struggling face when he has to go through Pon Farr again one more time.
So no Tuvix?
I didn't mind Tuvix, but I don't know. I mean, I didn't mind Voyager as a whole. I mean, they gave us Species 8472 and those dinosaur people. We made dinosaurs. So I mean, so to be able to have the ability to explore a game centered around, that series, it's a pretty interesting concept. Considering you can, probably do multiple playthroughs, different choices. Everybody likes the power of choice, right? When your choices matter, making differences, trying things a little bit differently the next time around. So yeah, my interest peaked, especially when I saw the price.
Well, like I said, I got Voyager home. In the demo, there's a way to get Voyager home. And how do you do that? You screw over the Maquis crew, you get rid of them. You sacrifice them to get your crew home. And Starfleet is like, we understand the position you were in. we're not gonna, discipline you or anything like that. Then Voyager is destroyed in Operation Return, which is the battle to retake Deep Space Nine. So you're literally dying in a canon battle you weren't at because you got back early. Because Voyager misses the Dominion War completely. So
Yeah,
because it comes back, it's a part of Operation Return under Catherine Janeway. All hands lost in the battle to retake Deep Space Nine. So I was like, not only did I get back, but you gave me an ending to the ship that didn't originally happen. All right, I'm fucking in. As soon as I figured that out, I was like, holy shit, that's brilliant. All right, I'm down.
Yeah.
Let's rock. Let's go. I want different avenues of getting home and different consequences and different stories and who makes it, who doesn't. I cannot wait to play the shit out of this. And guess what? I don't have to grind for something for who knows how long that I already paid for. I just have to play the game and enjoy the game. I guarantee you, I'm going to get through this first run. I'm going to let it sit, and then I will come back to it and see what happens after that. Yes, the first 2 seasons of Deep Space Nine until they meet the Dominion. When they meet the Dominion, things start to change. When the Dominion kamikaze runs that Galaxy-class starship, the Odyssey, and destroys it after ramming it with a Jem'Hadar bug ship, that's when things got interesting, and you were like, "Oh shit! This is not Klingon. This is not Romulan. This is crazy."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love DS9.
I was
Favorite
gonna
Star
say,
Trek, Space Nine.
yeah. DS9 was awesome. You know how we love doing show and tell, but it's par for the course considering what we're talking about. Because the last time, hold on, let me fix my camera because it's doing that auto zoom thing. Last time I played, anything like that was, I don't even know the year on this thing. If anybody remembers this one, Star Trek Tactical Assault. There we go.
I remember that.
And look who made that. How ironic. Yeah, because they always
made a
wanted
couple.
to make they always wanted to make a Star Trek game, and then lo and behold, we got Starfield. But this, when
we got a couple of those. They did a couple of those. They did a Dominion War game too.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So I enjoyed this one. So even if it's a little bit like this, this was great Star Trek on the go, but it was the same. You fly around to star bases, you get into combat, you make choices, and then you come back to the star base and they grade you on your performance and you kind of like work your way up the ranks. It was really cool. So I've always had that itch, the little Star Trek itch to get something like that. And considering it's been probably like 15 years since I played this one, for $45-$50 for possibly at least a couple 100 hours.
Yeah,
seems like a good investment to me.
and
I just hope the game doesn't suck. We'll see.
There are a couple of different there are a couple of very rare PC games, Star Trek PC games, that are out there that still don't have like a GOG update. They're not on GOG. A bunch of those are Dominion War games that came to console. Shattered Universe is one of those. I can get that to play on my PC, even though it's not on PC because we figure out the way, matey.
Sometimes you gotta take your ship and sail where you gotta get business done.
There's PS2 games, there's Xbox games, there's all kinds of stuff that you're never going to see. You're never going to see translations for that were really good. And Bethesda did some of those. Didn't Bethesda do that Legends one? Starfleet Legends or Star Trek Legends?
Oh God,
where you get to play as Kirk, Janeway, Cisco, Picard. You get to play basically as everybody. Archer. You start out the game as Archer, and then you go to TNG, and then you go to DS9, and then you go to Voyager, and you like play through all of them. There's a big Borg bat story. Getting to play as Kirk in the original Enterprise and seeing those blue beams shoot out from the Enterprise and the blue torpedoes from back in the day, and you're like,
Yeah.
so cool. And then getting to
It is
switch
so
over
cool.
to TNG and plays war on the Defiant, and there's
Mhm.
all these kind of cool things you get to do, and all that's just kind of gone because
Yeah.
you don't have they never bothered going back and saying, well, we want to keep this around. They just didn't care. It was like
Yeah.
Diamond does in the Star
It
Trek
was
games back then.
It was yeah, and it was kind of sad because I mean when you look back over the last 20, maybe even 30 years, back when Bethesda was Bethesda, you know, when they actually were creative and gave a shit kind of about what they were making. You know, they had always, I guess Todd Howard especially had always wanted to make a Star Trek game set in their style, you know, so you could probably have like this big open universe, you go around, do whatever you want to do. That's why we got Starfield 30 years later, which is nothing like it, but I mean they always had that itch to do what they want to do too, and I don't know if it was because they could never get the licensing rights or they just didn't have the money to do something that scale. They could just never do it. So I mean, but we did get a few little cool projects like that, and you know, but again, that was them 25, 30 years ago when they were a completely different company who also weren't nickel and diming you for every single last penny you have to play on a game made entirely of duct tape and mud.
Perfect world. Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
That too.
Oh,
That too.
hey, do you remember? Were you around? You were. I'm sure you were because I convinced you to get it. Were you around when they did the Enterprise F contest on? Do you remember that?
Oh, Loki, there were so many damn ships we had to grind.
Okay, it was the
for in that
Odyssey.
game.
It was the Odyssey. It was the Odyssey class.
I did have the Odyssey. Yeah, I did.
Do you remember they had a contest? It was like a global contest, and they were like, we'll pick the best ship out of all of them, and you'll win, you know, a lifetime sub, and you'll win a real model of the ship. All this shit they were gonna give away, right? Do you remember
Yeah.
that?
It does sound familiar.
You're
It
gonna
sounds
love this.
familiar.
Go
Oh
back,
boy.
guys. Go back and look at the contest to pick the new Enterprise F in Star Trek Online. It was a big thing, right? Well, the lead artist for Star Trek Online just got promoted to be the head of development for Perfect World. He's in charge of Star Trek Online now. So the guy that used to make all the everything look fancy is now in charge of Star Trek Online. And in his bio, it says he is responsible for the creation of the Enterprise F. He designed it. It was his design, and it was featured in Star Trek Picard season 3, yada yada yada. Right?
Mhm.
But he's worked at that company since the beginning.
So we're going back a ways.
So if he has been the artist and the designer for this game since the beginning, then that means he worked for them when they did the contest. So the money they were going to give away, the lifetime sub that they were going to give away, all the goodies that they said they were going to give away, went to someone that worked there.
There's got to be more to it than that, right?
Mm.
It can't sound as sketchy as it does. There's got to be
He
something.
does no. He designed.
I feel
the Odyssey.
I feel
They're
kind
very
of cheap
clear.
and used. I feel cheap and used because I outright bought that Odyssey pack. I got 3 different Odyssey versions to it, which was kind of cool because you can mix and match like parts from each and
Yes.
put them together. You know, I love the Odyssey. That was my ship through my whole friggin' Stowe career. You know, I flew a few around here and there to, you know, depending on what our PVE runs required me to do, but I loved that Odyssey. But that Odyssey pack 13 years ago when I bought it, I straight up bought that for like $50.
Yep.
You know,
$50.
and And I'm pretty sure, aside from the lifetime subscription, I wonder if mine's even still active now. Aside from that ship pack, that was the only thing I paid for in Stowe, straight out of pocket. Maybe a couple things here and there, but that was probably the biggest Stowe purchase I made.
So I was just, I don't know. I brought it up because I felt kind of y'all made people think they had a chance. I saw designs. I saw really, really cool designs. And I was like, man, that's badass. And they went with the Odyssey. And I was like, oh, cool. Okay. So this guy's designed one, but that guy worked for the company. It wasn't
Yeah.
a contest. It wasn't a real contest, which means
got
that all that hubbub, all that interest, all that stuff and then they went with the Odyssey because the guy who worked there designed it. And he was probably
Yeah.
going to end up with it the entire time anyway.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, if he'd even shown, the developers or whatever sketches of concept art of what the Odyssey was, is, and would eventually become, they probably already knew what they were gonna go with before they even
Right.
did the contest.
All that's
Yeah.
ancient
And if-
history, though.
And if that's the case, then shame. That's just cheap, dirty, and you can go eat a bowl of fuck. That's some
Pretty much my
bullshit.
sentiments exactly. All right, guys,
Yeah.
we are going to get out of here. Big thank you to Zero for coming in and hanging out with us today. I know I owe Dan Funk one last gold for this comment. We'll hit you up before we get out of here, Mr. Funk. Thank you, everybody. Zombie Box Reviews, Kronos. Squeaka, she says, thank y'all for an awesome show. So much new Trek stuff and gaming tidbits I learned. Have a super week, Loki. Zero Valhalla. Have a super week, Squeaka. See you tomorrow for the movie talk. Can't wait. We're going to be over on Pops's tomorrow, hanging out, talking movies. I don't remember what the hell movie we're going to watch, but that'll be something I have to watch today and maybe again tomorrow if it's a good movie. I wouldn't trust Bethesda with anything. Not now.
Nope.
Absolutely friggin' not. But yeah, Skull, tuck and roll. Have a great week. Big thank you to everybody. Thank you for being here, Jill, Penny. Thank you guys. Boosh. You guys take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. Holy shit, is that important? We'll catch you later. Have a great one, guys. Teabag. Vulcan teabag.
Long live the fighters!
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.
Yeah, she didn't get away with that.
You almost tried to get away with it, you sneaky bitch. Not
Oh
this
my
time,
God,
honey.
not this time. Holy shit. 10 gifted Stone Loki memberships. Thank you so very much. Squeaka Angry Canadian got a membership. Geez Louise got a membership. Dean Krantz, what's in the house, got a membership. Frogs Prog got a membership. Inverse Opinion. I almost said Inverse Scorpion. Inverse
That's what I
Opinion
thought
got a
it
membership.
was.
DJ Play Nice got a membership. React Attack. What's up, brother? Ords. Good to see you, bro. Got a membership. Mr. Admiral Teague got a membership. And Space Case. That's a cool name. I got to remember that. Space Case. Space Case got a membership. She got caught. Yes, you did, sweetheart. Yes, you did.
Sorry. You know
Thank
better
you.
than now. You're not getting anything past me.
Thank you, Squeaky
Not
Mouse.
this time. You're awesome. Thank you.
Scott's like, nicely done.
I was back. He was rolling the end credits, and I'm like,
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
wait, let me just.
No,
let me
that's
just
what I
click
saw.
on
I was
this.
like, okay, I'm not gonna hit it in stream yet. I'm just gonna wait. We'll wait and we'll see what happens.
Mhm.
That's right. Hashtag we good. Thank you guys
Oh
so
my
very
God.
much. I hope you have a wonderful Monday. I hope you have a great time. And we're gonna do this again because holy shit. Yeah, and this time we're gonna add a little toxic femininity to it. Thank you, Squeaky Mouse. Sko!
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.